How's it going, guys? We're the Football Show. In this video, we will be predicting the scores for Game Week 3 of the Premier League. We have massive games this weekend, such as Liverpool versus Arsenal, Chelsea versus Everton, Man United versus Leicester, and many more. But we will start off with the first game of the weekend, which is on Saturday, 12:30 kickoff here in UK, and that is Bournemouth versus Man City. So let's get right into it, man.
Alright, I'll start off. So obviously, guys, as you know, the first game of the week is going to be obviously Bournemouth versus Man City. I think it's going to be a really great game, but I still think Man City is going to win. Even though they're playing away, I still think Man City are going to give them a good game. And obviously with the likes of Gabriel and hopefully Aguero playing together again, I think it'll be 2-0 and both goals will be scored from Gabriel Jesus. So what about you, Baka?
2-0 to City, right?
That's correct, yeah. 2-0 to City.
Okay, so my prediction for Bournemouth versus Man City, sorry, I put a 3-1 win for Man City. I feel like Man City, their attack is strong. Bournemouth at home, last season they were good. I think they got a couple big points. They beat Liverpool last season, so yeah, Bournemouth are good at home.
Definitely, yeah.
I think if Jermaine Defoe hasn't started a game this season for Bournemouth, hopefully he starts this week. Maybe if he starts, the scoreline will differ, but I think a 3-1 win for Man City. I think Aguero is going to score 2, as well as Leroy Sané is going to get on the goal sheet, man. But let's move on to Palace versus Swansea and Huddersfield versus Southampton. We'll do those two together.
Okay, so I'll start off with Crystal Palace versus Swansea. My score prediction for this game is going to be 2-1 to Crystal Palace. I think Crystal Palace have had a rough start to the season. They've got two losses already, but I think they'll backfire. And because they're playing at home against Swansea, not the strongest side, but still a very good side. I think they'll play really well, and obviously I think Benteke will up his game a bit and score some goals. Yeah, I think obviously watching against Liverpool, they played really well as a team. I think they've improved since the first game of the season. And yeah, I think that's what I've got to say, man. 2-1 to obviously Crystal Palace. What's your prediction, Baka?
Alright, so my prediction for Palace versus Swansea, I put a 0-0 draw. Palace, okay. like Match have said, Palace have had a rough start to the season. They are playing home against Swansea, but I think it's too early. I don't know. I think Frank de Boer, I think he needs a couple more weeks for him to adjust to the Premier League, especially with his team. And I put Palace to score 0 goals again at their stadium at Selhurst Park, because 2 weeks ago they did play Huddersfield, they failed to score. And Swansea, I think Swansea won't score. They've lost their best player, arguably their best player, Sigurdsson. He went to Everton, and they haven't replaced him yet. I think they're interested in signing Klukas from Hull City. That would be a good replacement in my opinion. But yeah, I put 0-0, and let's move on to Huddersfield versus Southampton. The Huddersfield versus Southampton. Huddersfield are home this time. I put a 2-1 win for Southampton. I think Southampton will pull through at the end. With Gabbiadini, Redmond, they did play good against West Ham last week. 3-2 win for Southampton last week against West Ham. That game was crazy. And yeah, Huddersfield have had a great start to the Premier League, but I feel like they will fall short against Southampton home, man. Imagine, what do you think, bro?
Okay, so for Huddersfield versus obviously Southampton, I put 3-3 draw. I think it's going to be a game with a lot of goals. Obviously, we've already seen Huddersfield score plenty of goals this season. They play really well as a team, and I can see them actually drawing to Southampton. Even though Southampton have a very strong side. Obviously, I'm not too sure if Van Dijk's going to be playing. I doubt it. But despite that, they still have a pretty good defense.
He's 100% not playing.
He's 100% not playing. Okay, so obviously that's even though he's not playing, they still have a quite strong defense. But I think Gabbiadini will score a hat-trick in this game. I know it's a massive prediction. Like, you shouldn't really be predicting stuff like that. Oh, he's going to score a hat-trick. He's going to score 2 goals. But I think Gabbiadini is having a good start to the season. I think he's going to come out with a hat-trick this game. And yeah, I think for Huddersfield, who's going to score? I'll probably say Moy, maybe 1 or 2 goals, and
Rooney probably, isn't it?
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
He scored, I think, 2 goals against Crystal Palace.
Yeah, Mooney's doing really well. I think if he carries on like this, he'll be signed for another club next year.
A bigger Premier League club, maybe.
A bigger Premier League club, maybe I don't know, somewhere in like the top 8, top 7 teams, somewhere around there.
So maybe Everton or Southampton. Is that something like
Yeah.
that.
We'll see how the season carries on.
Depending
But so far he's doing really well.
It also depends if Palace will stay up as well. Like,
Yeah,
if
that's
he's really
very true.
good, he obviously if he's really good at the Premier League level, obviously if Huddersfield get relegated, obviously he's going to move to a Premier League team because a lot of Premier teams will be interested.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We'll move on to the next game. The fourth game of the weekend is Newcastle vs West Ham. My score prediction for Newcastle West Ham. Newcastle at home. I want to say 2-1 win for West Ham. Newcastle. They still have John Shelby out. West Ham, I thought, are still like they are sharp. Arnautovic is unavailable because they get a red card, but I feel like the attack force of Javier Hernandez, Andre Ayew is still lethal. So yeah, I put a 2-1 win for West Ham. But yeah, man, what is your prediction for this game?
Alright, so for that game, I think there's also going to be a lot of goals. I put 3-2 to Newcastle. Watching West Ham play, they're really shaky at the back. And then, however, obviously, Newcastle aren't the best as well at the back. So I think both teams are going to be scoring a lot of goals this game. I think Hernandez is going to be scoring a couple goals here and there. And for Newcastle, I think Dwight Gale is going to turn up again and score some goals because I've really missed him, like seeing him score goals in the Premier League. So I want to see him score some goals, man. So I'm putting 3-2 for Newcastle.
I'm not gonna lie, Dwight Gale, yeah, he's one of his best Premier League goals was against Liverpool. Do you remember when we drew 3-3 to Crystal Palace in 2014 season, the second last game of the season, or third last game of the season?
Was Suarez was crying.
Yeah, so
yeah,
Dwight Gale, in fact, I think he'll do good this season as well. He'll get a couple of goals, and yeah. But let's move on to Watford versus Brighton. Watford are home. I'm gonna say a 1-0 win for Watford. Watford, hopefully Andre Gray starts. I don't think he started the game yet, but Watford's midfield is, in my opinion, is strong for like a bottom 10 team. I think they finished 9th last season. I'm not sure, but Watford's midfield, they got Decore, Capu, Richarlison. He's a 20-year-old Richarlison. They signed him from a Brazilian team for 13 million. He scored a goal last week.
Amazing player.
He's actually really good. He's a prospect in my opinion. He could be really good in the future. He's only 20, so I put a 1-0 win for Watford. I think Okafor's going to score again. And yeah, man, what's your prediction for this game, bro?
All right, so obviously for this game for Watford versus Brighton, I put 2-0 to Watford.
Yeah.
Basically, I think, like you said already, they have a really strong midfield. The midfield is really tall. They have a lot of great players in the midfield. But also having that Richarlison, the guy, I've never seen him before. Last game he was playing really well. Like you said as well, he's got a prospect, a definite prospect. It's a great player as well. Yeah. So I think when it comes to who's going to score the goals, I think it's going to be Capu and Richarlison. To be fair with you, with Brighton, I can see. Hopefully, Esquerdo starting. All I know is he's really good. He was really good in the Belgium league. He had a great season last season. I want to see how he does in the Premier League. He hasn't started yet. How do you feel about him backwards? Can you see him starting on Saturday or not? What do you think?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you, but I'd like to see him start. What was your score prediction, by the way?
So it was 2-0. 2-0 to Watford.
Okay, so that's similar to mine. But let's move on to a massive game on Saturday. This is a 5:30 kickoff, the last game on Saturday, and Manchester United versus Leicester. This is a massive game. My score prediction for Man United versus Leicester, I put a 4-1 win for United. I think United are going to dominate Leicester. Lukaku's going to score a couple. Lukaku's just, in my opinion, he's just perfect for Man United right now. So Lukaku scored 2 goals. I think Martial's going to start this game. He came on 2 games in a row and scored from the bench twice. So I think Martial has to start. So I think the goal scorers for this game for United, I'm going to put 2 goals for Lukaku, 1 goal for Martial, and 1 goal for Mkhitaryan again. And I think Leicester are going to score 1 goal against United, even though United have a solid defence. I think Leicester are going to counter-attack United with Okazaki and Jamie Vardy like they did against Arsenal for the second goal. So yeah, 4-1 win for Man United. Match, what is your prediction, bro?
Alright, so for my prediction for this game, I'm gonna do it again. There's gonna be plenty of goals in my opinion. I can see obviously it being 4-3 to Leicester. I know you're probably thinking, whoa, how's Leicester gonna beat them? But I got a feeling that Leicester are going to play really, really good football, especially they're away. And usually away they play better than they do at home. I don't know if you realise that. But with obviously having Jamie Vardy up front and Okazaki playing really well as a partnership this year, I think they will dominate the forwards for Leicester.
Yeah.
And obviously Mara's behind them, playing a bit on the wing, playing a bit behind them as well. I think all three of them will have that good trio with a good connection there. So I can see them scoring a lot of goals there. But on the other hand as well, I can see United scoring plenty of goals as well. Obviously they got the likes of Pogba, Lukaku, even Martial hopefully starts this time. They got Rashford as well. Even Mkhitaryan, like if you think about it, the team is absolutely crazy this year. And even Ibrahimovic, he signed his contract he signed his contract today. So yeah, he's not going to be available. But obviously the likes of the team, like the morale in the change room is absolutely incredible right now.
The strength of Man United is
but yeah, even though they have so many great players, I still think Leicester might get a cheeky win there, a 4-3 win there. Yeah, so that's my prediction. I know. I think a lot of people are going to be commenting about this one, but
guys, comment below. What do you think of Man United? What's your prediction for Man United versus Leicester? If you're a United fan or Leicester fans, and let's say your prediction. But yeah, 4-3 for Leicester for match. Damn. Okay, let's move on. Sunday games. The first game on Sunday is Chelsea versus Everton. Matt, do you want to give your score prediction first this time, bro?
Sure. So obviously for this game, I put down 1-0 to Chelsea. I think Morata will come and score. The Chelsea have had a good start to the season, but not the best start, should I say. I think that they're really missing Diego Costa, really missing him. They're missing Hazard as well. Do you know when Hazard is back, Baka?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure, to be honest. He might be back.
Yeah, but
this game.
Yeah, they're really missing him. But yeah, I think 1-0 to Chelsea, Morata. What about you, Baka?
I don't know, man. Like Chelsea versus Everton, like. Okay, I know Chelsea lost their first game against Burnley. They had 9 men, lost 3-2, but I feel like Chelsea, like, okay, they lost to Burnley, but they beat Tottenham at Wembley. That's a massive win for Chelsea, a team that finished second, Tottenham. I feel like Chelsea's start to the Premier League season is good. It could be better, it could be worse, but it's good in my opinion. And, but yeah, okay, let me just move on to my score prediction. My score prediction for Chelsea versus Everton, I put 2-0 win for Chelsea, sorry. I think Chelsea are going to dominate Everton from the get-go. I feel like Alvaro Morata is going to score as well as Willian. So 2-0 win for Chelsea. I think Everton are just going to, do you know how they played against Manchester City? They just sat back and counter-attack. That's how they scored their goal when Calvert-Lewin crossed into Rooney. They're just going to counter-attack Chelsea. But I feel like Chelsea, their squad is too strong. I don't think Eden Hazard is back, but if he is back, that's going to be a massive boost for Chelsea. But I feel like even though Eden Hazard is not, like, he might not play, the attack force of Morata, Willian, and who else? I think Victor Moses will play last game, especially with Marcus Alonso as well. Marcus Alonso left wing back, he's amazing. So yeah, a 2-0 win for Chelsea. Willian and Morata score my goals. But yeah, next game on Sunday is West Brom versus Stoke City. I put a 0-0 draw for this game. I think like West Brom are solid at home, so I don't think they're going to concede goals. But I don't think they're going to score any goals as well. If they do, it's probably come from the set piece. But I feel like Stoke City's defense is decent. They did beat Arsenal 1-0 last week, which is a massive win for Stoke City. So I put a 0-0 draw for West Brom versus Stoke. What about you, Mash?
Alright, so West Brom versus Stoke, I put 1-0 to West Brom. Like you said, they're really good at home. But on the other hand, Stoke are really good defensively away. They're obviously going to park the bus. Like, we all know it. So it's two teams that usually play the same type of defensive game, if you know what I'm trying to say. They usually defend as a whole team. But I still think West Brom will come out with a win there, 1-0. Do you want to move on back on? Let's move on to the big games, man. The two last big games.
So we have Tottenham versus Burnley. This is another 4 o'clock kickoff game on Sunday. Spurs versus Burnley. I put a 2-0 win for Tottenham. They are playing at Wembley, but I feel like Tottenham are going to dominate Burnley. I think Burnley are just going to sit back. But Tottenham, like, I feel like the attack force of Harry Kane, Eriksen, Dele Alli is just going to be too much for Burnley's defence this time. So I put 2-0 win for Tottenham. I feel Who's going to get? I think Harry Kane's going to break the deadlock this season. He hasn't scored yet. I think he hit the post last week against Chelsea, but I feel like Harry Kane's going to get 2 goals this week. So 2-0 win for Tottenham against Burnley. What's your prediction, bro?
Alright, so for Tottenham versus Burnley, I put 2-1 to Tottenham. Like you said already, Harry Kane hasn't scored yet, so I think this week's going to be his week. He's going to score 2 goals, both assists from Dele Alli. And I think Burnley's going to score a cheeky header, maybe, something like that. But yeah, Tottenham are definitely going to win this game, in my opinion. Let's move on to the last game, man. The last game, guys. The last game on Sunday at 4 o'clock is... Shall I say it's a big game? It's a very big game.
It's the biggest game of the weekend, of game week 3. 100%.
Obviously, guys, it is Liverpool versus Arsenal. And now, we all know what happens every single season. Liverpool versus Arsenal. There's a lot of goals. It's a great game. One of the best games throughout the whole season. Definitely. My score prediction is going to be 3-2 to Liverpool. I think Liverpool are doing really well. Recently, watching them play in obviously the qualifiers for Champions League, they played really well as a team. With the likes of obviously Salah joining the team, he's playing really well. He joined in, he fits in. He's still a bit, he's not at his best right now, but he's still fitting in. He's getting used to the Premier League again, so he's playing really well. With the likes of Emre Can, absolutely world class. Last game he played really well, and obviously moving on to Firmino as well. Like Baka said before, off camera, he said to me he was playing world class. Even Steven Gerrard said at the same time as Baka said it, he played really well. So I think Firmino will get a couple goals there. So, like I said, it's going to be 3-2. I think Firmino will score 2 goals and Salah will score 1. And I think Liverpool are going to be winning 2-0 until half-time. And then it will go to 2-2. And Liverpool will win it at the end 3-2. Possibly, yeah, 3-2.
Okay, so
that's my score.
My score prediction for Liverpool versus Arsenal. We all know that whenever Liverpool and Arsenal play, there's so many goals. Match has said it as well. This last season, Liverpool won 3-1 at Anfield against Arsenal. But this season, I put another Liverpool win. I think Liverpool are going to win this game 4-2. Liverpool's attack is insane. Arsenal's defense is shaky, in my opinion. But then again, Liverpool's defense is shaky as hell, and Arsenal's attack is superb. Absolutely. So lots of goals again. I think Liverpool are going to win this game 4-2. I feel like the attack force of Mane, Salah, Firmino is just going to be too much for Arsenal's defence. Like Match said, Liverpool in the Champions League qualifier, the attack force was just too much for Hoffenheim's defence. Hoffenheim are a good team as well.
Very good tactically.
Yeah, but I feel like Arsenal are going to fall short at Anfield. I feel like with the support of the fans as well at Anfield, like everyone knows that when Liverpool play big teams and big games at Anfield, the fans are the top players on the team.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I put a 4-2 win for Liverpool. But yeah, what a game that will be, man. So yeah.
Okay guys, I'm going to quickly ask you now, in the comments right now, comment down below saying what do you think is going to be the scores for Liverpool versus Arsenal. Or like I said, it's going to be 3-2, and Baka said it's going to be 4-2. And what do you think the scores are going to be for United versus Leicester? Comment down below, guys. Let us know right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's been a 4Bro show. Obviously, this is the week 3, guys. We're going to carry on the series every single week. So if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, put post notifications on, and yeah, guys, it's been a 4Bro show. And peace.